When you arrive at Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
You ready to beat my ass?
Big 10.
You ready to beat my ass?
Guys, let's tee this one up.
You are kidding me. Huh?
Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway.
Every defensive back on my team is like 84 speed. I just wanted to bring a team to play with for the last season.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found.
What team did you do? You did Northern Illinois, and who was the other one? I forget what you said. I have to check again. They might. I think they have them at 4 or 5. I think I have to check. It's fucking funny. They have Michigan at 5-star. For no reason. Just because that one fucking quarterback. This team's slow as hell. You're gonna win this. The whole team like 84 speed. That's the slowest jet sweep in the world. So I heard close to new jet sweep game.
Movement here from the tight end.
I don't know, man. Why are you still running up to it?
One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of
this team might have pretty good sport. That's what I've been doing in every league. I've just been bullshitting around, trying out new books that I haven't tried yet. Finding different shit to use on 26. I was playing that earlier for a little bit, the beta. They got some cool little plays on that now.
Chirping starts and everybody's going to be talking about his job and the pressure builds.
Then what happens? I got 23 sacks the last 2 games in fucking G5.
Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
I had 12 this last game I just finished, and then I had 11 the week before against Clinton.
Trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake.
See, look how slow that team is. That could be an easy sack. How's that not a sack? You really have a clear lane. That's the slowest blitz ever.
They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense, and guys, let's also trust this.
I'm being Jackson State in G5 next year.
Get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
See, look, this team fucking is ass. Thank God that your quarterback's set. You didn't put enough air on it.
First half being that aggressive on your side of the field.
Now you got a slow ass receiver that you're throwing to, and you overthrew him.
People say go for it more often. I don't see the point going.
That shit was in the air forever though.
In that situation,
they're trying to get to it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
That's so funny. We both playing with this slow ass team. You can just tell by watching people move.
Crossover with the Big 10 and Big 12, and
I don't can catch up to any of the balls being thrown.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar from each other.
Teams both fucking suck.
Yeah, I tell you from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement today.
Trying to get to it.
You just rush, just stand there and push it in the.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just
trying you like kidney stones or some shit.
And they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense, too.
He hurls one deep down the left side.
Of course, we don't pick
And
that.
falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, the defender got his...
Offense gets set for second down.
Graham.
He's looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this
There you go,
defense.
Butts.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted. Takes it the
I
other
did
way.
not think you were going to throw that to me. I was just kind of floating there with him.
Solid return on the pick.
And if that don't light your fire, you're good.
I was trying to blend in with the
Best
play.
on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic.
Then I was like, oh, no, that's too obvious. It's a big-ass lineman in the middle of the field.
Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Give him about a yard on the
Yeah, I don't
play.
even know what to do with this team. I just practice new books, really.
Not a lot of ground to cover,
And now I'm using their stock book. I never used this one off of it.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Couldn't quite nudge it
When's
in.
that
Not
new
sure
game
he
come
can
out
get
on
much
the
closer,
10th?
but it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense has to...
Yeah, I think early release is on the 7th.
Yeah,
Yeah, the game's on the 10th for standard. I'm just getting standard though. I'm not cool.
Quarterback trying to get a read. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown.
There you go. Get Cliff with his own shit real
And
quick.
they strike first.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the offense. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play.
Oh, nice hit right there.
It'll be 3rd down.
There's a safety coming down over the top. Stuck that bitch. He said bop. Put it right in the chair. Still gotta catch that, bro.
A conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24.
I can't even. Press, man, nothing about this thing. There we go, baby. Told you, I'm the sack king. I've been going sack crazy lately.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what
I feel like I can make one dude miss, get some action. That would not be nice.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work.
I got up to 89 today. It's finally a nice day. Probably 92 like the next 2 days.
Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep
I thought he
doing
dropped
what
that
you're
at
doing.
first.
Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Now
Said you only got 3 corners.
46-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Gonna take a shot.
Oh yeah, I can tell your corners are ass. Cause my receivers are ass, and he just burnt the fuck out of that dude.
Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone.
Since you brought him up, he was playing back at first. And you did that little audible that brought him up to the lane.
Plays on the field in that first game, but so far today they're taking advantage.
Me neither. Just gotta play zone. Anytime I go man, it's fucking burnt toast.
They haven't turned the football over. It's a different.
Only time I can go man is if I'm bringing like a man blitz. And if I don't get to the quarterback right away, it's fucking probably a touchdown or a big play. What do you want here? Good. Empty flex. 4 wide receivers set. 1 tight end. No running backs. It's a decent set for Cliff.
To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're
picked off. And it's gonna be
You know you got to do there.
touchdown Bulldog. The DB saw
Nah, you could have thrown it there, but right after you throw it, you got to switch to the receiver and go get the ball.
and he did the pick 6.
Because the computer, they're just gonna, because they're on a, what was it, like a little curl route or a flat route, right? So they're just gonna, sit there and wait for it to come to them. So you gotta switch to it and go make the user catch and cut the corner off from jumping in.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for.
I tried to watch the finals today. I didn't watch game 1, but I watched today, and I was like, I know why I didn't watch this shit.
Iowa has it back on
That's cool.
to ride the wave to
Oh,
the
that's not
end
the
zone.
same to watch anymore. It'd be kind of trash now.
Don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Oh, Cliff ran an actual screen the right way for once.
But you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one.
I've never seen you run a screen like that. You always do the instant rollout.
You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Caught in the backfield.
Here we go. Let's Cliff doing some new shit.
Power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
And I love the idea of getting.
Probably you don't do more RPOs, to be honest. That kind of fits the way that you play, because you do a lot of running and speed with the little read options.
They move the tight end all over.
So,
Third down play from the gun. He finds his man. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one obviously the politically correct.
yeah, nigga was gonna hold on to nothing, do
You
that.
got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. He's knocked
He tried
down in
it.
the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
I can never get that play off either. Everybody else always gets allowed for a touchdown every time they're running.
I'm not positive, but that
You have to
marker might be
they have to be in a certain
penalty.
formation. You just have to suck the safety in.
Turn it loose deep. Got it set up on the outside.
Oh my gosh, taking backs.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first.
I'm proud of you though. You're running real screens. Never seen you run a screen like that.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
I know there are some people that say no. In your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the 1st down on 4th and 1.
And the Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's got it on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first inside the 37.
Is there any like non-white dude on your team?
Receiver guys is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Handoff to the single running back.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
Okay. Hey, I'm about to be mad as hell if he busted that bitch out.
Sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It loses 2nd down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Stokes. He's going for a big play downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. And he's running in the open.
You left him open like 3 straight plays. He just finally made a throw.
He gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
Give me that one-on-one.
And he was
that one-on-one deep shot. I'm going to go user catch.
Falls to the ground incomplete. Fresno State right back to the line.
I love when defensive linemen play with this type of awareness.
He lets one fly deep.
He's not. Give a dude right on it.
He will score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver.
I didn't see him at first until he threw. When I first threw it, I thought he was wide open. Then I looked up and there's a dude that was just covered in his jersey.
Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
That's why I threw it. I thought he was wide open. I didn't fucking see that dude blended in.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game. Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it downfield.
Yo, I seen that going once he didn't turn to the ball.
Looking for a chunk play, and they got it.
Try to go for the knockout instead of turning and making a play on the ball.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying
Watch
to
Jenny in Georgia.
The pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
You ever watch that show?
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires
There ain't nobody that this team's so slow.
and he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown!
That's why I saw off. I saw the blitz, go man blitz, because if it doesn't get there right away, everybody burn.
In the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators skip the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out and get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going up top. And it goes
I'm the fuck on. I should hit you right now.
An explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Get touched by the corner.
Make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often. downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Stokes. He's right on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Fresno State right back to the line. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's DeMarco. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can rip the freshman.
Yep, see, that's the screen that I'm used to you running.
What a great job by this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been
You see where that's
early and often. Make them feel uncomfortable, make them feel that pressure, keep hitting them on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
We've made our way to
okay, that's the screen that I'm used to you doing.
try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's going to pass on second down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense.
It's up out there. It's up out there. It's up out there.
Get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback.
It's so slow.
He's now up to 52 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking past. This back is dangerous on first down, second, and third. And he shows you the vision and shows you the speed. I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And third down.
Looking for the end zone.
I hate when the fucking computer does that.
Defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You got a perfect pick lined up. This got it.
They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage and they throw it in the end zone. They have got this defense on their heels.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He caught it. He's run out of bounds after the
big can't do nothing. He can't go man. He can't go zone.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he'll bring it back. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to throw. It's Stokes. Throws to the wideout. And
I thought that route was a slant, huh? So I've seen you go to this plant. And other receivers do not catch a thing unless they're wide open.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was drilled just as he
Looking to stop the momentum on the road.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try again. He'll try to throw and pick up
Crowd silencer.
moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he hauls it in inside the 30.
There we go.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that is the advantage.
You like that?
Versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium.
That was a hell of a throw. That was a high point throw.
Catch the football. He's
throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry up. On 2nd down.
My QB got no arm though, so you're good.
Got it in the middle of Thomas. He almost
I needed to go for that 4th. It was risky, but you had all momentum. And you're at home. I don't want to get your stadium full.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it.
Do not catch anything.
Knock the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it.
You gonna drop that too?
Finds him out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? To the air, it's Stokes. Going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Touchdown. Fresno State. Number 81. Back in the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. He wants to. They fake it. The kicker's looking to pass. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they.
Now I needed to get the momentum back. Your fucking meter was coming up.
9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They scored.
You ran straight into that one.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
What was that? You really ran straight into that.
No secret what he needs here.
Oh my god. Every team on this team is so slow, so
Makes the
dumb.
catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
Instead of in a dollar defense, everybody's trying to beat them. No, that was you. I watched you. You literally fucking slid straight into the DN.
A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot, but here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen, force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
Lining up for the PAT.
Oh, it gave me the fucking block animation too.
1 point closer. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the second half. If you can do that. I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Stokes. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. It's caught downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know, if you just put it anywhere near this guy, with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
Lets it fly. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
What are you in? You in zone?
That's a really nice catch, especially considering it comes from a running back.
I can tell everybody was running wide open everywhere.
You got to know he's not a receiver, right? It's not his natural form. They don't make awkward body catches as gracefully as some of these other guys, and sometimes harder for them to stay on his feet. Let him work. Get him the ball in the chest. Nice job bailing out his QB, but the QB's got to return the favor.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it. That completion.
That was stupid. That should have been PI.
But I tell you what,
you got fucking.
Back and you know you got that slide.
No, you got literally your fucking dude cut him off.
How fast he is. You just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Fires to the tight end. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. A pass in these tight
I do not like this playbook well.
You'd like to think that you'd either have space
I hit clip with his own shit again.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding.
Go running back to running back.
And then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the
touchdown Bulldogs.
Damn, they ran your dudes for fuck over down there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
15 minutes hit, and then see it.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cruz. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Quarterback will audible. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. Off he goes. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try to race to the edge on first and goal with the wide receiver. That one did not go well.
Seen that one come from a mile away.
For a loss of 6. On second down, he's looking downfield.
Ooh, right there. Just put a hand up.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they got it down to the 3.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to wait short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football.
Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. New Mexico is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over the Royals. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is
That's how long you normally take anyway.
Being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things.
There's no difference.
I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Garrison. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
With the catch, it's Garrison.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Looking to pass, it's Stokes. Finds his man in the middle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Brings up 2nd down. Fresno State, 43. Iowa, 35.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Stokes. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Touchdown, Fresno State. Number 33. Hall's head in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights and the lead balloons to 15. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. The back goes in motion. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. They're working that left side.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to get the first through the air. He makes a catch. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
He actually kept up with somebody for once. I'm surprised. I think that's the one corner above like 90 speed.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys
trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab on the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Fresno State right back to the line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game has taken care.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Fresno State. And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. How in the world did he miss that? You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. They're lining up to boot it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on second down. Wide out in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get
Better get yourself kicked.
A delay of game penalty is the last thing you want when you're in this part of the field.
It's almost over. Cliff, turn on 2 o'clock. Yeah, 10 seconds.
Now on second down. He'll try to loosen him up from deep in his own end. Fires on the move. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
You like that spin?
Much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Running back, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play at the 15-yard line. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Stokes. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Carolina is down, but they Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Buffalo. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
That one
He spun the wrong way.
well, tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Touchdown, Fresno State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude,
I tried to slow him down. He kept going.
Any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on.
All you had to do was kneel it.
Makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He's going to bring it out from deep. He stopped
Good game.
right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. The old coaching cliche, go player know every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find ways to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's what you want.
I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you just see. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Good job. Hello. That's a baby boy. Boer. Ja, boer. Mm-hmm.